Hey guys, okay, so I'm doing a vlog today. I haven't done a lot of them, and when I do them, it's normally about drag. But I've recently become a fan of 19%. Her videos, a lot of them are just fun, and a lot of them actually talk about issues. And one of her videos is on gay marriage and how she's fully supports it. And I I wanted to do a response because I don't do a lot of, serious issues on my channel. So I created a little list of things I wanted to talk about real fast. My response to her video. So, 19%, this is for you. And you asked to leave religion out of it, but there are a couple religious points that I want to bring up. Granted, I'm a gay man, so it's not going to be against your video. These are religious points supporting gay marriage, actually, which isn't done a lot. And it's not really support. Okay, I'm going to just start because I could ramble on for hours. Okay, so people, like for instance, your little response thing, I guess it'll be over there for my video, where it's like 10 minutes of a guy reading Bible verses and then showing beautiful gay marriages and trying to make them look bad. That story of Sodom and Gomorrah and the Sodomites, it's not about gay people, it's about rapists. The men of that city didn't go and say, hey, we want to get to know your visitors. We want to, send them out so we can, talk to them and take them out for a drink, or, let's get to know them and maybe possibly develop a relationship with them. It was, hey, send out your friends so we can have our way with them, no matter what they want. Rapists. I don't know any rapists that I know of. And I know a lot of gay people and a lot of lesbians. And as far as I know, none of them are rapists. And as far as I know, most of America, of the gay and lesbian population that want to get married, are not rapists. We are not dealing with rapists here. We are dealing with people who want to have loving, committed, respectful relationships. The next one on my little list, and this is going to be completely just like random, so don't, try and follow it in one like horizontal thing. It's more of a roller coaster. My next point was the Constitution. And this will kind of be brought up several times because I think that is where the whole gay marriage thing really has its like focal problem. Because church and state, like you said, is very, very intimate, which is, the biggest problem. Because, well, here, on my list, I brought up the fact that, morals should have something to do with laws, but make sure that the morals that, are dealing with the laws are the views of the majority of people. Don't, and by the majority, I mean all. If you're going to do a moral law, make sure that the law includes people of all different faiths, all different walks of life, all different backgrounds. Don't just say, hey, this is what our forefathers were part of, but hey, guess what? Our forefathers wore makeup, they wore platform shoes, and they wore wigs. Now, last time I checked, that's some of the reasons why you don't like us gays. The hetero divorce rate. Let's talk about that for a minute, because guess what, people? You look at us and you bring up the fact that our relationships never last that long. Honey, let me tell you what. Look at Britney Spears. Look at all of the celebrities, not just celebrities, look at the general public that go to Vegas and get married, legally binding marriage. Get married and then go get it annulled the next day. The next day. That's not sanctity of marriage. That isn't something that should be respected or cherished. That is bull. And the fact that you guys use our short relationships, when guess what? Our relationships tend to be short because we can't have any kind of legally binding relationship. We can't have something that really holds us together. So the neighbor thing. Yes, you might have a gay couple move into you next door, but guess what? You're going to have the chance of a gay couple living next door to you, even if we can't get married. And then what are you going to tell them? Oh, that's just two guys who, are sleeping together, and you don't even have to go into that. All you have to do, have you never heard of roommates? Hello? Just say we're roommates. If you don't want to tell your kids the truth, if you don't want to respect your kids enough to be honest and to be respectful of their own thought development and their own development of their own views, because guess what? They're going to disagree with you eventually on something. Then tell them we're roommates. That is a non-threatening, non-evasive, doesn't do anything against your religion except for the fact that you're lying to your kids. Any way you put it. Unless you just tell them the truth and say, oh, that's a loving couple, Joe and Carl over there, they love each other and they are a great couple and we, enjoy their company or not. Tolerance is a good thing. Hate is not. Okay, other religions get married in this country all the time. They don't do it under God. They don't do it under Christ. They don't do it under the Holy Spirit. They do it under their religion, to their gods, to their beliefs. Why can't we get married? Don't tell us it's against God's views when you allow other religions to get married. Because guess what, honey? The one true God doesn't like other religions. Please explain that to me. Okay, does it make you uglier? Here's a thought. What if all the gays and lesbians of this country went on strike? You would have no couture clothing. You would not have your makeup. You would, but it wouldn't be near as fabulous. You would not have the hairstyles that you have. You would not have the weddings that you have. Because guess what, honey? All those hetero marriages have those wedding planners, and 90% of them are gay. If we went on strike, your lives would suck. So would it make you uglier? Kinda, yeah. Tolerance already covered. Redefining marriage. I highly agree with that point. It needs to be redefined. Just for the simple fact that, it does develop over time. Anything develops over time. It's called evolution. And you know what? That's an entirely other video, but I highly agree that marriage is at the point where we need another redefinement. Okay, the inconveniences of gay marriage. As far as the inconveniences of gay marriage, maybe not. Maybe it won't inconvenience you. Maybe it will in your own little mind. But here are the inconveniences that we face when you don't let us get married. Let's say that your husband or wife gets in a car accident and they're in intensive care in the hospital dying. You get to go back to their bedside and stay with them in their last moments of life. We have to sit in the lobby all alone with our partner, all alone in intensive care, dying, not being able to see us one last time, not being able to talk to us, not being able to tell us we love each other. We have to sit there in agony because you stupid homophobic people won't let us get married. Forget the religion, forget all the other BS. Think of us as loving couples and then try and explain to me why we can't get married. And that's all I have to say.